I've never been pregnant. Yet 10 years ago, while having fun times, milk came from my breast. And he was like, And I was like, huh? I jumped up immediately. I started crying. He kept asking me why was I crying. And he started worrying. Like, why are you crying? And you're crying profusely. Like, what is wrong? Did I hurt you? What did I do? What happened? And I was like, no, somebody at work, milk comes from her breast and she can't get pregnant. He was like, stop the foolishness. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Milk comes from her breast and she said she's infertile. So I must be infertile too. He's like, you're your everything. You're your one doctor. You're one mechanic. I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to go be your own psychiatrist. Now, of course, he thought I was nuts because I was insisting that she had fertility issues, which means I must have fertility issues too. Hold on. Before we get into that, let's just back up a little bit. So I was on birth control tablets, not prescribed by a doctor. Either my mother and my friend give it to me. At this point, I don't remember. One of them gave it to me, and I kept taking it because I noticed that when I took it, and I had my monthly cycles, I had no cramps. Everything was just nice and smooth sailing, No breast tenderness, no leg cramps, no leg pains, no back aches. I was just, almost in bliss, apart from the nausea that I felt every single day. And I kept thinking, why on earth would I keep doing this to myself? I'm like, choose nausea or pain. Nausea or pain. And I went back and forth, and I guess I chose nausea because I kept taking those birth control tablets for years. So back to the original story. So I decided at some point now that, look, it's looks like it's getting serious, so I need to wean myself off the birth control tablets. I noticed that when I stopped, when I wasn't taking it as consistently as I was before, I noticed that my period would like skip a month, then it would skip like 2 months, then it would come another 3 months straight, and then it would skip another 2 months, and then it started getting longer. It would skip 4 months, and I'm like, no, something is wrong. Something is very wrong. So I went to my GP. I told him all the symptoms that I was experiencing and make sure I write them down because I don't want to forget them. Worse, myself from brain fog already. So I brought all my symptoms that I was experiencing throughout that period of time, and he suggested that I get hormonal blood tests done, which I did. But honestly, I was scared, I was frightened. I really didn't want to know the result. I didn't want to hear that you are infertile, right? So I still put it off for a bit. I put it off for a little bit longer until my period skipped 6 months, and I was like, whoa, no, this is getting more serious and serious by the minute. So I went back to my GP, and he said, look, you need to do the hormonal test. There's a hormone called prolactin. This is what helps pregnant women lactate. This is what helps pregnant women. That hormone in the pituitary gland, prolactin, that pituitary gland is a tiny pea-sized gland, like the red peas of cooking rice and peas at Sunday daytime. It's a tiny pea-sized gland, and that regulates so many hormones. But the main thing it does is it produces milk. Breast milk. That's what it does. It signals to the brain, say, look, I am pregnant, produce breast milk so I can feed my baby. And at the beginning of this story, I tell them, say, I have never been pregnant. So why am I having breast milk? The body confused. Right? My body was left confused. So anyway, I did those hormone tests. Every other hormone was okay, except for my prolactin hormone levels, which were, I think at the time, 3 times higher than the normal range. So by this time now, the symptoms started getting worse. I was fatigued all the time. I was lethargic. I was having brain fog. I was still nauseous. um, I was having like sudden onset of mood swings, and very rarely I had extreme mood swings. What else was I feeling? I was quite irritable. I just wanted to isolate from the world. It was kind of a very depressing feeling, and I couldn't understand why I was feeling all those things. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's because I'm weaning myself um, off of a man-made hormone, so my body is now trying to regulate, and so it is processing all of this, so it is now left confused. Anyway, my doctor explained to me that with my prolactin level being so high, there can be one possible cause of that, but before he makes any diagnosis, he would like to schedule a CT scan of my brain. I'm like, my brain? Why are we taking a scan of my brain? He was like, because that is where the pituitary gland is, and that gland is the gland just at the base of your brain. That's the gland that actually secretes the hormone prolactin. I was like, oh, so this is getting way more serious than I initially thought it could have ever been. Anyway, but the CT scan, I went to, I believe, the X-ray center on Winchester Road. That's near Hope Road, near Afritree area. So everybody who know Afritree, near the big clock NCB, yeah, right? So I went near there and I got the CT scan done. They use a blue dye. Ugh, tasted so icky. It left a very metallic taste in my mouth. So I did the CT scan. The result for that, for a brain tumor, came back negative. I was happy, but at the same time, I'm still like, so what could it be then? The GP said, well, at times, if the tumor isn't big enough, then the CT scan would not be able to actually pick it up in the imaging. So he would recommend a more detailed imaging, which is the MRI. So he wanted to schedule an MRI scan of my brain. I said, why not? Let's go ahead, because I was really anxious to know what was causing all of these symptoms in my body. So we went ahead, we booked the MRI scan, and that damn little daredevil in my brain through 7 millimeters. A pituitary brain tumor in my pituitary gland. 7 millimeters. I was shook. So I now start saying, Lord, I can't have no picnic. I wonder if I because me the fly in God face one time when I tell God, say, God, if you ever want to see me mash up my life, if you think you're bad, tell me so I can't have no picnic. You tell me that I can't give birth and that I can't have children of my own if you want to see me wreck my life. Oh my God, what was I thinking? To this day, I'm begging you forgiveness. And to this day, 10 years later, I have never ever been pregnant. People talk about over in your tongue. You see, life and death is in your tongue. But from the time that some speak death, and from when 10 years later I speak life, and I know Levi and Leah can appear. Those are my twin babies, by the way, that I perceive. Yeah? I don't know. So the moral of the story is we all know our body's best. Sometimes we go to the doctor and the doctor will tell you, no, you're okay, you're just having a bad day, you're just having this, you're just having that, it's just this, it's just that. You know your body's best. I'm not blaming the doctors. Sometimes they see so many patients, so many patients, and they have so many experience that sometimes we think it's just that or that or that. But you are living in your bodies. So if you sense that something else is still off, even when you get a diagnosis that is minor and you truly believe that it must be something bigger due to the impact of whatever symptoms that you're experiencing, I beg you, get a second, a third opinion if you need to, a fourth if you need to, but get things checked. So I have been living with a pituitary brain tumor for the last 10 years. Only those who know me very well know that I have it, know the symptoms that I experience. They fluctuate. Thank goodness I don't experience headaches like a lot of people do. I rarely ever get headaches. I do experience vertigo at times, very rarely. I'm nauseous. When I'm nauseous, my mouth is bitter. Yeah, I get irritable. I have mood swings. I have very low mood. I have very high highs. I tend to isolate a lot. I'm a very brain fog. I lost my chain of thought just now that I'm speaking to you. I lost my chain of thought. Oh yes, my vision. I experience blurred visions at times in my left eye. I don't know if it's mind over matter. I've been to the optician, optometrist, I've been to the ophthalmologist. They discharged me from the specialist hospital. They say I have 20/20 vision, I don't know. But again, I still feel that there's something wrong with my vision. But for the most part, I am functioning. I have a job. I am not on any medication whatsoever. They did prescribe bromocriptine, which I almost fainted on twice. It was too strong for me, and it put me in a zombie-like state. I didn't like the feeling. I took it for 2 weeks and I stopped. Then I was put on carvedilline. That my hair started falling out, thinning. I was having that's the one. And headaches, that's the one that gave me headaches, which I never had, and I'm like, no, this isn't for me. There was another one, I can't remember what the specialist had prescribed it for me, and those gave me some very interesting dreams, I must say. Very interesting dreams. I've never liked to see those things. Dreams are in my waking life. So something that I enjoy, but I don't know, when I was on a set of tablets, I was having some very interesting dreams. Yeah, so they took me off of those very quickly too, and I myself those kind of medications. I always prefer the natural side of things, and so I've never taken any of those 3 medications for more than 2 weeks. Yeah. Yes. So as I stand here, I really don't take medication unless I absolutely have to. But I'm not on anything permanently. No, not good. Not that big good there. Yes, not good. And that's my story, guys, that I'm sharing with you. That's how I found out that I have a 7mm pituitary gland brain tumor that last time I checked, which was last year I did my MRI, it's down to 6mm without any medication. So knock on wood. What good, guys? I am beyond journey. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.